What is up, YouTube? What's going on? This is Eric Kelly, aka the Tech Gentleman, coming at y'all with another lunch with the Tech Gent today. Trying out a little bit different camera angle. This time I don't have my gimbal with me. Normally I set it up on my steering wheel so you guys can get me front on, but I left it in the office, and for time's sake I didn't have enough time to go back and get it before being able to start this on time. So want to go ahead and start early, make sure I can get in, make sure the link was live this time. Last time I had it unlisted so nobody could get in. So favoring promptness over over setup. Hopefully y'all can forgive me. What's up, tech couple in the building? See, wife says I can hear but can't see video yet. Is anybody able to see video? Hopefully people can see video. Let me see something right quick. Yeah, there's really nothing I can do as far as video. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to block out some of the sunlight. All right, looks like we're going good. See, the time is now 11:30. I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. Before I start talking tech though, man, I just want to put out like a PSA or something like that. But really, it's the question, right? So before I came out, I stopped through. Went to the restroom, man, and we in like a flu epidemic right now. On the news, there was like another child that died of the flu here in Alabama, and it's a real thing, man. But people aren't taking hygiene seriously, and I think it's old habits, right? So I was in the restroom, and I was just in there washing my hands before I grabbed me a little snack. But this guy came out the stall, and he looked me dead in my eyes, right? So the guy just looked me in my eyes and walked out the bathroom, right? And he was in the stall, and he wasn't in there messing around. He wasn't on his phone playing Angry Birds. He was in there representing, right? He was in there putting it down. And then just looked at me and felt no pressure to even pretend like he was gonna wash his hands or nothing. He just walked straight out. And is it me? I felt almost kind of disrespected. I'm like, man, that's disgusting, man. Like, you don't care no more about yourself or nobody else around you to even rinse your hands off or nothing. Especially, we got the flu going around and all this stuff, man. It's, take care of yourselves, man. Practice good hygiene. Don't be that guy. All right, don't be the guy that walks out the bathroom without washing his hands. I know some of y'all coming in, this is supposed to be a tech stream, but I'm just putting out a PSA. It's people out here. Make sure y'all using hand sanitizer, man. Make sure y'all are washing your hands at every opportunity. It's real out here, man. Wash them hands. Tech Time says that's right. I'm going to do a roll call, man. What's up, Reggie? What's up, Tech Time? What's up, Big Migs Tech? What's up to my boo, Ashley Kelly? Shout out to the tech couple for coming through. I got it right this time. I got the link. It's live. It's public. What's up, Phone Tech at work? He says use the soap and the hand sanitizer. Yeah, man, you got to double up. What up, J Farm? What's going on? Appreciate you guys stopping through. Yeah, man, I was just finishing up, and I'm going to try to, I got a different setup. I left my gimbal in the office, so I'm trying to block the sunlight so you guys don't get that weird washout that's been going on. But yeah, man, I'm just doing the PSA. It's flu season. Make sure y'all wash your hands. I'm actually going to try and stop through and get my shot today. Been blessed enough to not have had any cases in my house at all, so I'm going to try to keep that going. I'm going to do my part to prevent it. See, Big Miz Tech says, can't have greasy hands like Alan in that Moto X4 video. Yeah, man, some of them just unavoidable. What up, Joel says? Postman checking in. Appreciate you for stopping through, bro. See, the tech couple says, got my face mask on now. Says the kiddos might be down. Yeah, man, if you got kids in daycare, it's sad, but it's true, man. they're touching each other, they're coughing, they're sneezing, they're playing, they're sharing toys. It's a full-time job just to try to keep that place sanitized, but you know, you got to protect yourself as much as you can anyway. Let's see. All right, so there's Corey from the tech couple in. What's up, Corey? See, my wife says that's because we already got our flu shot. Yeah, I appreciate. Look, she took my daughter to get a flu shot, and you know, I appreciate her for doing that. Because the daycare, it goes down, man. It's real at the daycare. Zay Farm says no ashy hands either. Look, man, I'm gonna have to invest in like some gold bond stock or something, man, because they about the only lotion that can stand up to, you know, if you wash your hands a lot. My wife gets on me because I use the little Suave cocoa butter. She says it's real watery, but I gotta admit, man, it's not holding up. It's not doing the job. But that gold bond is the truth, though. But all right, man. So we're gonna get into a little bit of tech. Some interesting stuff. It's a slow season, so I kind of had to dig hard for some topics that were, you know, reasonably interesting. But I think that anytime there's an opportunity to get some free money or to get a major discount on something, that you guys will be interested in it. So if you hadn't heard, LG's been having a little issue with boot loops for the past couple of years, and supposedly they have a settlement that they put up, and the initial web page for the settlement described that you had two options. You could either get $425 cash, or you get a $700 rebate towards the purchase of a new LG device. Well, that quickly came down, and the law firm that's handling that class action now says that there is no class action settlement. I don't know if they jumped the gun. I don't know if that was, you know, one of the options as you know, a result of that class action. But now they're saying that there won't be any type of monetary compensation. Said that LG will only provide an extended warranty for the boot loop defect for 30 months from the date of purchase. So I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot. I don't know who to blame. I don't know if this is an LG issue or this is an issue with the law firm, but that's tough, man. If they would have came out initially and said, hey, we're going to extend your warranty for an extra 30 months from the day of purchase, that would have, you know, that would have seemed okay compared to nothing but, you know, having a 2-year-old phone that has boot loops. You know, that would have seemed nice. But once that money hit the screen, man, once that money hit the site, people were saying, oh, I can get $425 or $700 off. That's hard to, you know, it's hard to come back behind that talking about we ain't giving you nothing. We're just going to allow you to send your phone to us and we're going to look at it again. See, shout out to Big Dog in the building. What's up, bro? Just touched on this LG topic, man. Their class action lawsuit that people had against them for the boot loops, affecting the LG V20, LG G5, Nexus 5X, and a couple of other LG devices. So that's a little bit of a letdown, but it's better than nothing. I personally would have liked the money. I think everybody else would agree with that. Let's see, what other piece of news that I have I want to talk to you guys about. I just took a screenshot of it. Here you go. Alright, so if you're a fan of gaming on mobile, or if you're a Nintendo fan, you probably heard already, but Nintendo is releasing Mario Kart on mobile. That's kind of a big deal. Whenever Nintendo comes out with something, it's always a big deal. I know you've heard of Pokemon Go. Even if you don't play it, Pokemon Go was a smash hit. Me and my wife were kind of salty about it because we had a mobile game that we played and we loved from the same company that created the Pokemon Go game, Niantic. They created a game called, I'm drawing a blank. I can't think of the name of the game. But if you're watching, put the name of the game they used to play in the chat. Ingress. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, you used to play a game called Ingress. It was location based. You had different factions you choose. And it was the exact same premise that Pokemon Go is based off of, but only, I guess, extreme techies ever heard of and played that game. But it was a great game, man. But then they came out with it and gave it a Pokemon skin, and it was a worldwide phenomenon then. So we never touched it because we knew the real game that it was based off of. So we weren't gonna play the fake. We was only gonna play the real. But the other side of the Mario Kart game, it seems like it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be Nintendo, so we expect a quality product. But Nintendo's kind of tripping with their prices, though, right? So you can either pay $3.99 and play for a month, right? So that's normally the price of a whole game. But $3.99 in this Nintendo game only gets you a whole month. Shout out to Tech Time and shout out to Mark. Appreciate y'all for stopping through. We're talking about this new Mario Kart game right now. And the pricing, man, so you get $3.99 for 1 month. Or you can do $7.99 for 3 months. Or you can do $20 and they'll let you play for a year. Right? So, obviously the $20 deal is the best deal. But at the end of the day, is this game going to be worth $20 a year? It's going to be worth $20 ever? I know it's a Nintendo product, but they're kind of, we're not used to that. I don't know if they have any other games that have, come out with that type of pricing on iOS. Android, we ain't used to that, man. I think they might need to revamp that. That's kind of rough. Because from what I'm hearing, it's not going to be like a free-to-play model or anything like that. It's going to be you pay the money. You got to pick a subscription model in order to play. In order to play it all. So that's going to be kind of rough for us. Especially any iOS users out there, any Apple users. Do y'all have a game that, currently uses that model already? And if so, how is it doing, man? See, Mark says game subscriptions are trash. I think if it's, I don't know, man, it's hard to justify that, especially on mobile, right? So what kind of support, what kind of content are they going to be releasing? Because if you're going to charge somebody monthly, you're almost going to be, fix that glare, you're almost going to be held to releasing something every month, right? Because if 2 months go by and I'm paying every month and I'm not getting anything, it's supposed to be a service. And just the ability to play a game is definitely not a service. That's just an application. You could just run that and be done with it. Like nobody else is using that. So I don't know how well that's going to go over, man. Because initially I saw it, I was like, that's going to be that might be something that can get a little bit of my time, but not for the money, man. I might play for like a month just to try it out, just so I can, be a part of the conversations with the cool kids. But after that, I'm not going to be paying every month to play no game, man. Now if they had a service that they were coming out with, and you had like a Nintendo store, and you paid a subscription fee, you had access to all the games in the store, you just paid that flat rate, that would be cool. I would be willing to participate in that. Sort of like the Adobe Creative Cloud. So I pay $20 a month and I get access to all the Adobe products, right? So that's Photoshop, that's Adobe Acrobat, that's, Lightroom, that's, Illustrator, that's, Premiere Pro, that's Photoshop, that's, their audio software, I forget the name of it, Audition. For $20 a month, that's a steal. Because it would take you a long time, even if you just pick one. If you picked Adobe Premiere Pro, that piece of software costs over $1,000. Like, how many months would I have to pay $20 a month? Well, we know how many, but that's a long time to where I would even break even if I bought it all up front. But the fact that I get access to their whole suite of software for that one flat rate every month, that's a great deal. This Nintendo joint, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Nintendo's being kind of money hungry. It's funny because on the console front, they're usually more of a bargain, right? Because they came out with the Wii. Usually the consoles cost a little bit less. Especially since the Wii came out. The Wii came out, I think it was like $250 or something like that. The Wii U, I have no idea. Maybe $300 or something in there. Anybody who cared about the Wii U, let me know what the price of that was. The Switch came out. you know, and it was reasonably priced. You know, granted, Xbox and PlayStation have dropped their prices, but it seems like on the mobile front, they've been killing us, man. They don't care. They disrespecting our pockets. I don't know how I feel about that. But we're going to see is Nintendo, maybe that name can, especially Mario Kart, maybe that name can overtake the, overtake the price tag. I know that's what they're hoping for. I don't know. I'm not down with it, though. So let me make sure I hadn't skipped over anybody else in the chat. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So, Reggie, you said Pokemon Go for the win. I think there's a Harry Potter game coming out later. Oh, that's going to kill. Harry Potter? Yeah, that's going to kill, man. See, Big Dog says, yeah, money I would love since I had all them LG phones. Yeah, he's talking about the LG. LG basically pulling out on giving you a cash settlement or any kind of monetary settlement from their boot loop class action lawsuit. See, Joel says, I wish I could send my kids to school in a bubble. Pound germs everywhere. Yeah, man, that's true. School, man, I don't even know what a good solution to that would be, man. Because they're kids, they're constantly touching themselves and each other. You know, we're trying to teach my daughter, she's 2.5. Eventually, everything that goes in her hands is going to make it to her mouth at some point. It's almost impossible to prevent, man. Let's see. Phone Take It Work says if it's an online multiplayer thing, it might work. Oh, it's got to be online multiplayer. It's got to be multiplayer. Because who else are you going to play Mario Kart against? That's the bread and butter for Mario Kart, is playing against your friends. If they can get the online multiplayer and the local multiplayer working, I think they might have something. I think they might be onto something there. But the multiplayer got to be right, though. You know how much trash talking goes on around, around multiplayer? Yeah, random online opponent. Yeah, man, if you want to, and look, they can't do this, something I've seen in games a lot here recently is they do the little coin thing where you have like a certain number of coins per minute or per hour. Like, they got to kill that nonsense, man. If I want to play that game for 2 hours straight, let me play for 2 hours straight. I don't understand why you would want to limit how much somebody plays a game. That's crazy to me. Of course, they usually have like a paywall where you can buy more coins or something like that, but they need to kill that noise, especially if they're doing a subscription-based, play system. Like, just let me play however much I want to play. But yeah, online multiplayer with matchmaking for random opponents and local play. They can do Wi-Fi Direct or whatever on local play or something like that. Let's see. So my wife says to promote physical fitness. I don't know, babe. What you talking about? You said to promote physical fitness. You talking about the Mario Kart pay model? Reggie, you said gain 20 hours straight for the win. Yeah, man. I don't know if I saw an article I posted in our Team 100 community, but apparently some guy, he's an amateur, man. I don't know what he was doing, but he gained for 20 hours straight, and afterwards he couldn't stand up. I don't know what he was doing. He was doing it wrong, though. That's light work. 20 hours, man? No. That's light work, man. You need to get it together. What up, Sean, in the building? Say, what up, Eric? Damn, the dislikes is big. Yeah, man, if you ain't getting no dislikes, man, you ain't doing nothing. See, Ashley say that's why they won't let you play for long periods of time. Oh, yeah, possibly. They want to promote exercise. That's true. I guess it is better if you alive and you healthy. You can stay alive to play more. See, Take for Your Knees in the building. What's up, bro? He says hello there. What's going on, brother? Yeah, man, I ain't even seen what the dislikes are looking like. I see 8 thumbs up right now. I know YouTube is kind of weird about displaying real-time stats. See, I'm gonna take a look right quick. See what we looking like. 10 thumbs down. Yeah, man, look. Thumbs down or the new thumbs up. 2018, you ain't getting no thumbs down, you ain't doing nothing. If you don't have people hating on you constantly everywhere you go, you ain't doing nothing, man. Team 100, I feel like we the most hated crew on the web right now, man. 10 thumbs down. That's what's up. Let's see how many we can get. Interactions are interactions. Yeah, phone text say 10 dislikes. Yeah, man. 10 dislikes, no comments though. You see what they doing. See how they getting down. They ain't gonna say nothing, so we're gonna leave that what it is. Yeah, Ashley say don't watch if you dislike. What the hell? Yeah, man, that would make sense when they trying to make a they trying to get some attention. See, Corey from the Tech Couple says ain't doing it right if you haven't found any haters at the Tech Gentleman. Yeah, man. If everybody love you, man, somebody lying to you. Some people gonna hate what you're doing. See, phone text says 7X. The Red Honor 7X. Ted Gent, you picking up? I don't know, man. It's $200. I'm about to get rid of this V20. I might go ahead and grab the phone. It looks like it's gonna be an awesome device, man. A great mid-range device. Only problem is I'm on Verizon. I gotta check the bands, man. I'm still living that CDMA life. See, Sean says y'all are the most hated in tech. I never seen that before. Yeah, man, me either, man. I didn't know people spent that much time hating on folks, but 2018, I guess folks ain't got nothing else to do. See, the Tech Couple says also you can't leave a comment on the live stream until after it's over. Yeah, that's true. I'll check out the live stream comments after it's over with, see what's up, see if they show their face. Yeah, Reggie says Red Honor 7X is fresh. Yeah, man, $200, metal bill, 18:9 aspect ratio. They doing the thing, man. Tech for Your Needs says Easy Computer Solutions live stream. The hate was real. Team 100 most disliked invited guest. Yeah, man, I saw that, man. That's sad. Shout out to Reese Odom for stopping through. What's up, brother? He says the 7X will not work with Verizon. It is a GSM only phone. It's a blessing and a curse, man. You on Verizon? I gotta be real right now, man. I'm not too impressed with Verizon. I've been having issues with drop calls, real poor signal penetration in some buildings. Areas that I didn't used to have service issues, I'm having service issues now. So I might have to give Verizon a shout about that, man. Cause I don't think it's my device. I have to check next time. TikTok says come to T-Mobile. Yeah, man, you sound like Suge Knight. You know, want your folks all up in the video, all up on the songs, come over to Death Row. Come over to T-Mobile. Tech Up says, be right back, shooting some B-roll from looking at my video, need the computer. Hey, that's cool, man. I appreciate you for stopping through. Appreciate the love. Most definitely, man. Like I said, I'm trying to be prompt, be respectful of people's time with these streams, and just interact with you guys. So I know the 7X is a phone that's getting a lot of buzz right now. Let's see, Tech for Your Needs says GSM is the most used network in the world. So in my opinion, CDMA needs to die. Yeah, man. So the issue Verizon has, so if you buy a Verizon phone right now, it is unlocked. It's carrier unlocked, so you can take a Verizon phone, stick a T-Mobile SIM in it, and it'll work. So you have full voice and data capability through the SIM slot from a Verizon phone. The problem is Verizon's network still falls back on CDMA. So if you're on a Verizon phone and you're on LTE, you are using only GSM technology. LTE is a GSM technology. So your phone calls are going over GSM and your data is going over GSM. The problem is if you get to an area where you hit 3G or 2G or 1X or whatever, all of those technologies are still being supported on Verizon's CDMA network. So right now they're actually trying to get their LTE network robust enough to where they can get rid of the CDMA stuff and support basically all of their network statuses from LTE. And supposedly I think it's either this year or next year they're going to come out with their first phone that's GSM only. So they're still, they're still trying to fight that CDMA battle. They kind of dug a hole with CDMA, served them well for a while, but the transition has been killing them because you got so many of their phones. You know, if you got a phone that doesn't support LTE on Verizon, which you wouldn't have bought recently, but you got somebody who bought a phone, 3 years ago, it may or may not have LTE depending on how much you paid for it. So you can't just cut off the CDMA network and leave them kind of high and dry. Let's see. Sean says 1X is still here. Yeah, man, that's been a part of my issue, man. I've been seeing 1X a lot, especially out by where I work. Even driving home, I have an area where my signal drops to nothing. I get no bars. I get an X over the data before it reconnects to a tower. So I'm gonna hit up Verizon. Like I said, it might be my phone. My phone might just, be real slow when it comes to switching from cell tower to cell tower. That handoff might be just bad. Maybe there's an updated radio I can get or something like that, because I don't remember having that issue before I had this phone. Let's see. Reese says GSM is much more popular than CDMA. Yeah, definitely. There were some arguments. It was almost like the VHS versus Betamax argument. Supposedly CDMA gives you better voice quality, but the rest of the world adopted GSM. As of right now, you got Sprint and Verizon that's still on that CDMA stuff. So, Sean says, man, Verizon is trash. I can't totally say that, man. I still got places I go where, I have service and I'm sitting there on 4G streaming YouTube and other people are just looking at empty bars, man. See, Tech Couple says, and I'm back until it's time to get this Japanese food. Oh yeah, Japanese food for the win, man. For real. See, Phone Tech says Verizon hasn't dropped the phone since the Pixel. I'm not sure what you mean right there, bro. See, Tech Couple says everyone has started moving to VoLTE. I'm gonna call it what it is, voice over LTE. Yeah, and Verizon, all of Verizon's flagships I don't know about their budget phones or their prepaid stuff, but every Verizon flagship for the past 2 years, you've had the option of using voice over LTE. They call it different stuff. I think they call it like advanced LTE or something like that. But it enables voice over LTE, which means your phone calls go over your data, which allows you to talk and surf the web at the same time. But also, it gives you Wi-Fi calling on Verizon as well. See, Sean says Japanese food for the win. I support that. I'm all about that Japanese food for the win. I'm all about that. Phone Tech says no new phone release on Verizon since the iPhone X. Is that true? Yeah, that's true, man. They just been slinging crazy deals on the phones they got. I know they've been running buy one get one frees and $400 off and stuff like that since Christmas. Tech for Your Needs says, what about 5G network coming soon? 5G, I know that Verizon and Samsung will be running some tests with the S8 and S8 Plus on 5G, but I think we're going to have the same issue as 4G, right? So 5G is very vague. Unless they put some hard specifications on what 5G is, I feel like we're going to have phone carriers marketing stuff to us kind of the same way they did 4G. If you look at AT&T, they had 4G, then they had real 4G because they had HSPA Plus. Then they had real 4G, which is LTE. And even LTE, based on where you're at and where you go, the specs for that standard vary a lot. So I think we're going to have an issue where we're getting 4.5G marketed to us as 5G for a while. But it should be dope. I'm all about increases in speeds all day. Let's see. Tech Couple says also add smart features like conference calling as opposed to just three-way calls, as well as a lot of other GSM exclusive phone features. Yeah, I know the call quality. I know when you go, you get the HD calling on Verizon as well, so the call quality improves dramatically. when you're using voice over LTE. So, LTE is, like I say, as of right now, if you can be on LTE on the GSM network, it's definitely the best way to go. CDMA is dying. I say let it die. Hopefully Sprint gets on board and puts down their CDMA network. It stops doing all this weird stuff. They had the WiMAX, then they had the LTE, now they got the Spark and all this stuff, man. I don't know what Sprint's doing. They remind me of LG. Let's see. 4G LTE is more than enough right now. Yeah, 4G LTE would be more than enough. I say they got it everywhere. Like I can go coast to coast and never drop off 4G LTE. I think that would be a dream come true. That'd be great. Just work on getting 4G to everybody. Even though the rest, some other places in the world are moving to 5G. But America's never been leading the way in network technology anyway. So, I feel like we should focus more on getting high-speed internet to everybody, to as many people as possible, versus trying to keep up with what everybody else is doing. Our regulatory system just didn't allow us to do that. Let's see. Tech Couple says, I'm just waiting for HD calling to cross carriers. I don't think it has yet. That's a good question. That's a good question. I'm gonna have to test that out and see. Because I thought it was as long as the person you were calling had a phone that supported HD calling that it would activate. That's a good question. I'm gonna have to try that out. Yeah, Tech Couple says, I think right now it only works on your existing carrier. Because I know I made a call earlier today and the HD calling kicked on, but the person I was calling was on a Verizon phone. So I don't know, that might be the case. That very well could be the case. Says, let us know, I'm curious. Yeah, I'll definitely let you guys know, man. I'll put it in the tech community, and I'll try to remember that as a note to mention on the next stream next week. To let you guys know if that worked or not. But yeah, man, if you guys don't have any other pressing topics, any other things in tech, like I said, I know it's a slow tech cycle right now. I see major outlets reporting on some whack stuff, man. They're just trying to keep them clicks going. I saw somebody doing a comparison between the Pixel 2 XL and the Galaxy S9 already. I'm like, how are you going to compare an imaginary phone to an existing phone? That's whack, man. See, a Tech Couple says all our friends have AT&T, so I can't test it out. Yeah. And Sean says, but it only works among T-Mobile customers. He's talking about the HD calling. So maybe it is carrier specific. I have to test that out for sure. Try to find somebody who doesn't have Verizon. Can't call my wife. Maybe I got a coworker. Actually, I got an AT&T work phone. I'll try that. I'll make a call and see. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this stream up. We had 34 minutes. My goal for these is usually to hit 30 minutes. But I appreciate you guys for stopping through on your lunch breaks, chilling with me. And shout out to Android Stud. He wants me to start eating on the stream. I'm gonna probably take a vote on that next time, man. This is during my lunch break. Usually I end up grabbing a little snack afterwards, but he's like, man, chomp on a burger or something, man, while you streaming. I might have to go for an hour then if I start eating. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys get back to it. Enjoy your days. Be safe. Stay warm. It's kind of chilly out here. Appreciate the love. Appreciate y'all stopping through. Keep the thumbs up coming, and we're gonna see what we can do about these dislikes. Yeah, shout out to all the dislikes. Shout out to the interactions, because that's really what matter. See, Tech Couple says you can only eat if you find a way to incorporate B-roll in the stream. You have to do something like that, man. I have to figure something out. Get you some burger pans going or something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go, man. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Peace.